Michael, are you recording the session?
Yes, obviously I'm recording.
All right, thank you. So team, you really don't have to worry if you, in any case, for some reasons you're not able to catch up with me, or you are left some stress behind. Of course, you are free to ask for clarification, and I'll be so happy to help. But should we move so faster than you and you, it's possible because this technology sometimes maybe your connectivity is low, or so other reasons might be the reason why you are not able to catch up with us. The recording will be made available to you. I think it will be shared in a drive, so you'll be able to access it and go through it in detail. So you don't have to really worry yourself. Now, assuming that all of us are here where I am. So now there's a tab at the far right end at the top. We have a login tab. Let me just try to zoom it so that perhaps we think that's better. Yeah. So I want you to concentrate on these two tabs. There's a login tab, then there's a sign up. Now we all want to sign up because we are new in there. Probably we are all new in this platform. So we all want to sign up. So you can see perhaps as you go through this platform, you can read here, for example, OTA is where conversations live. I mean, conversation live. Uh, Generate rich notes for meetings, interviews, lectures, and other important voice conversations with OTA, your AI-powered assistant. Yeah, so it's a so powerful, it's a very powerful tool, and hopefully I'm going to demonstrate why we are saying it's so powerful. So I want all of us to sign up. I want all of us to sign up. So you just click a sign up. Let me just go back like that. So you're supposed to just click on sign up, meaning we want to be joining the platform. So you sign up, and it will ask for some details. Now, so pay attention. So when you are here, when you sign up to Outer, it will actually take you to this particular page. Now, may I also ask if should there be any concern from any of you, just send a message there, and I think Michael will be letting me know if I need to respond to anything, or he will respond, because I'm sharing from different web pages or Windows. Yeah, Windows. So I may not be able to see the messages immediately, but Michael will be tracking those messages. So Otter will take you to this uh, next window here, and you are either going to create an account using your Google account. Google means that your Gmail account. For those of you who already have Gmail account, it's asking you that you can either create by proceeding with Google, or if you have a Microsoft account, they also have a linkage with Microsoft. You can do it if you have a Microsoft email address, and then if you have an Apple address, again, you can also go ahead and do that. There's also a third option where majority of people normally prefer, is to type your email here, and then it will just take you to the next step where you are able to now get to the platform. So for me, all my Gmail accounts, I think I've used all of them in this particular platform. I don't think there's any other Gmail account that is. But for you guys, those of you with Gmail email, just click on continue with Google. But if you don't have a Gmail account, just get that email of yours and enter it right here, and then you create the account. It will ask you to create the password, and then you proceed. But for those of you who might be having a Gmail account, let's see whether this can work for you. So let's continue with the Google. Let me try that first. So in Google, it will take me to a list of my a number of my Gmail accounts, and I'm wondering which one I haven't used. Let me try this one from Nigeria that I created some time ago. So it will ask me to allow. So once you click your Gmail, or it will ask you to enter your Gmail account. So whichever way, just enter. So it will ask me to access, and I'm hoping this is going to work for me. Oh, wow, yeah, it worked. So I haven't used that email. I've used almost those emails, all of them, because most usually I need to, whenever you want to transcribe and you don't have that premium version, you keep on using emails and many other emails to be able to get access to free version. Okay. So let's say ask me later. We don't have to go through that. All we need is to get to this page right here. So here, this is where we all have to be right now. So find yourself here where you have 600 minutes basic free. Down here, you can see you have 600. It tells you you have 600 minutes left. It's a basic free, and the minutes will reset in 21 days. So what it means that every 1 month, if you have depleted your minutes, you will be awarded another 600 free minutes. And even if you haven't used any, they will keep on updating your minutes. So you might have you might not use your all your minutes in a month, but then after 21 days, the minutes reset back to 600. So it's important to take note of that it allows you to use 600 minutes in a month, which resets after every 21 days. So these are basic free. It's a basic free plan. Okay. So if you want to get to pro version, you just click get an upgrade. It will take you to a plan. It will take you to their plan right here. So this is their plan. So there's a free version, which is this, which is the one we're using. Then we have Pro here, which is for individuals like you again, and it's billed annually. So and every month you pay only $8. It's just a lot of money. Only $8. That's around 800, around 900, 1,000 per month, and able to do a lot of it and actually make a lot of money, a lot of money. So this is no big deal for those of you who will be serious, guys. This is no big deal. And then down here, there's for business and all that. But of course, you fall under individual. So you either go basic or go to individual. Now, there are the advantages of basic, of pro as opposed to basic, which we are going to see in a while. So let's go back to our home. Here. Now, here we have two ways of doing transcription. Okay. So I want to tackle how to transcribe using Otter.ai, and then I'll show you how to timestamp, and that will be it all on this particular session, because time is not on our side really. So we'll have to move with speed. So now we have, you can, if you look at this particular page, we have again at the far right at the top, we have to record. You have an option to record or import a file. Okay. So you can record right here or import a file, right? So we want to begin by recording, and pay attention how it works. You're going to see how it works. It's going to, once I click recording, it's going to start recording everything that I say, and even as it records, it's going to be writing. It's going to be transcribing. You're going to be writing transcribing by itself. Now you can see one of the disadvantages of the free version, or rather the basic version of Otter.ai, is that basically you have only 40 minutes of live transcription in a day, after which they request you to now upgrade to the next premium level. Basically, it means that you may not do much with the free version of Otter.ai because it has a number of limitations. One of the limitations is one that I just mentioned, where you are limited to the number of minutes you can transcribe on a live conversation. The second disadvantage, or rather limitation, is where you can only export a file to a notepad, right? it does not accept you to export to a PDF or a Word version, which is a commonly and worldwide standard way of writing documents. So it gives you a huge task to just be transcribing and then exporting to a notepad, from which you again have to copy paste to a Word before you finally do your editing in line with the transcription guidelines. Now, this is not usually a very good platform for training purposes, but you are advised, once you become a serious transcriber and you consider taking it as your career, it's important that you now think of upgrading. I've already indicated to all of you, and I've taken you through the premium versions and the options available. Like I said, it's not much. For those of you who will be serious transcribers, you may use this free version for a while, but just to make money, from where you can now use to now upgrade to premium. Premium, as you can see, is only 1,000 bob, roughly 1,000 and 1,000 bob, Kenya shillings per month. That cannot even be compared to how much you can make in a month from transcription jobs. You can make, like I said yesterday, over 90,000 in a month. So getting only 1,000 bob as coming to a platform which allows you to make that money should not be a problem. Generally, online work is not for jokers. It's something that you need to commit yourself, and sometimes you actually you actually have to use your own money to be able to subscribe some of those platforms, to be able to continue making that money. So I want to end this recording, but I hope that you have already been able to assess and witness the power of Otter.ai as an intelligent tool for transcription. Thank you. So what is going to happen is that it's going to save under your conversation. It's going to save that particular recording, and then it's going to process it. So once it processes, so it's still processing, so you have to keep on refreshing. Now, there's one thing that I mentioned yesterday already, but I want to reiterate. You're going to, and I'm sure already you have noticed, sometimes this is just a tool which is based on an intelligent, artificial intelligence. So it might not capture some sounds correctly. It's your job. It's your job as a transcriber to go through that work and make any relevant addition that you may need to make. You have to edit your work. You have to fine tune it by yourself. But it does almost 80% of the work. Imagine you are told to now sit, listen to what I was saying, and then write what I say. It's so much a lot of work, and it's so tough. Okay. Look at it as it transcribes real time, and it ends at the moment you are ending your conversation. Your conversation ends like that, and then just like that, you have your transcript, even though with some minor errors. So already we have noted that, and I want you to remember that all the time, that you don't just put you don't just get some work from a client and then you just pull it and then push it to Auto.ai and then expect that the work will be 100% accurate. Like I said, it's never 100% accurate. It's usually 70 to 80%. The rest of the percentage have to come from you and you applying your thorough work on editing and paying attention to detail. Otherwise, as you can see, we have our note ready. So you just click on it. I want to move this thing to the side. I don't know why it's not. Oh, sorry, I need to collapse it. Let me just get it conversational. So we can open it. Now look at what we have. So look at this. Look at the whole this. We have transcribed the whole of this. Okay. And you can see it has indicated here the speaker is talking. Who is talking is right here. Remember, I did tell you yesterday that you must indicate the speaker, and if you know the person who is talking, you just have to indicate that. Now let us start by first of all, sorry. Let us start by
Sorry.
editing. So you click edit. Kindly mute that person. So we want to begin by editing. So you have to click edit. Then you close. So you click edit up here. If you are done, you say you are done. But now we want to click edit. So guys, pay attention. So once you have your file like that, I mean, you have your live transcript like that. So you want to make edition. So you just click edit there. Then you come here. So what we want to start doing what we call speaker tags naming. So we want to give, so this one is mentioned as speaker one, but we want to change that speaker name. So just come and here and click speaker, and then it suggests for you, if you want to say it's Ajira Digital, you just click Ajira, and you see it picks that particular name, okay? But we know that Fred is the one talking, so it's simple. You come here and mention, you click on it and say, okay? Then you say tag, and you see that is what it has picked, okay? So it has picked Frederick. So that's how you name the speakers. So this tool is able to tell that Frederick has been talking consistently. If should we be two people talking, again it will be able. Sometimes I really wonder how it will behave, because I've never had a dialogue going on from one side and speaking on Otter. But if you are close right now, you can try and change voices. You can try someone talking and then the other person coming in. But I'm pretty sure that Otter is able to identify the difference in voices and is able to label speaker one, speaker two, speaker three in that order. But now this one, because it's just a monologue, it's just me giving a speech. It's only picked one voice, and it has maintained that one voice to the end. You can see just one speaker has been talking, and I've shown you how to change the speaker. So most of the editings, my team, beloved children of God, editing are done on this particular platform. The way I'm doing it, you can't do editing in any other place. You have to do it here, and I want to show you how you're going to do all the editing and then what you can do off the platform. So I've begun by showing you how to do the speaker tagging. The next thing you want to do is check your grammar. That's the next thing you want to do. How do you check your grammar? You don't check your grammar in any other platform other than where it has been transcribed. This is where you do the grammar. Because on Otter.ai, it does not allow you, it does not only allow you to just transcribe, but it also allows you to edit while listening to your to your file or your recording. Check this out. So I want to play. And now look what is going to happen. So as you can see, as you listen, it highlights, it moves with the voice. So you're able to actually stop where you perhaps you've detected there's a problem or a misspelling, and then make changes. Okay. So I'm just starting again. I'm just starting over again. And I want to pay attention. Now, as you can see, there's something that already, if you have been very keen and you have been a very good student of mine since yesterday, I'm pretty sure you already detected something, that Otter.ai transcribes only in clean verbatim. Clean verbatim. And already, I think that's something that already have noticed. Because there was a filler word somewhere where I said, and then it omitted that and only picked what made sense. I want to go back just quickly. There's a place where right there, somewhere around there. You see, it omits and then just speaks basically. So it basically does transcribing. Agree with him. Okay. So we continue. We are doing what we call spelling and grammar check. So there's a problem here. You may not do much with the free version of otter.ai, but it has picked whatever AI. So that's what I mean when I say it does not really capture. It's just a tool, so it may omit. So what you do is that you stop there, you write the correct words, the correct wording, otter.ai, then you proceed. So this is how you're going to be doing your work. You can see limit to the number of minutes you can. Instead of transcribe, it says ascribe. So again, you just do a small change there and you're good to go. Right there, transcribe. Then you proceed. Again, on a live, it says live. So just minor changes you have to make. So so these are repetition, but let's just assume that we allow the repetition for now. No, we don't want to do full, so we're doing clean. So the second disadvantage, so you make changes there. The second disadvantage or rather, then it may pick a lot from this stage. So this one needs to be worldwide. By the standard way. So you make those changes like that. So I don't want to go much because time is running, but you get the point. You really get what I mean when I say you make those changes here. And you can see we are almost done with that. Actually, we are almost done because it's so easy compared to you doing the manual work. It's so easy on this particular tool. So that's how you make those changes. So I've talked about figure tagging, and then I've mentioned how to now check your work for grammar, which and sentence structure. So basically going through the English structure of your work. And I've already told you that you cannot afford to leave your work to go like that without you checking. So the next thing is what I did mention yesterday. Before you even now export this work or you copy paste it to a Word document before you send it to your client, you want to, for example, let's do time stamping. Again, I want you to be very keen here. Do time stamping right here. So this is how we're going to do time stamping. So I want us to start right there. And I want us to do this time stamping after every, how many minutes is this? So let us do time stamping after every 1 minute. Okay? After every 1 minute. So what you do, you listen, but as you listen, you check the time. Okay? Now, I also forgot to tell you something. Sorry, let me just go back. Now in Otter, again, you have the control of reducing the speed of that particular video or audio. For example, the speed is right here, 1 times x. You can see here. So when you click this time, 1 times x, on your right, okay, if you make choices that are on your right, it means that you are making that speed more faster. Let's try to put it at 1.5 and see. More playback speeds are available for other users. And more, let me see. I think they're not allowing us because it's a free version. So they want, okay. So free version they want, but speeds on your left means that you make them slower. The speeds on your right. But normally I just recommend to do the standard one, which is normally one times. Okay, now we want to do timestamping, like I said, after every 1 minute. So we want to count. So as we listen, we are also watching the time. The time is right here as it moves. So let's see. So I'm counting the time down here. No, let us do it at every 30 seconds. Let's do it 30 seconds. So let's look at the 30 seconds, then stop. 9:30, that right there. So our first timestamp appears between, our first timestamp appears there. So we're going to do timestamp like that, okay? And we're going to do 00, 00 minutes, those are minutes, and 30 seconds. Okay? So square, no, this should be square bracket, not even, should be square bracket, sorry. Yeah, square bracket like that. So guys, timestamping must be in the format of hours, minutes, then seconds. Please take note of this. Someone is talking. I don't know why. Mike, kindly mute him. Please take note of this. This one must be in form of hours, minutes, seconds, and it must be in square bracket, the way I've indicated like that. And then thirdly, it must be bolded. So when you export this work to your Word, you will remember to bold. You will bold this all the time stampings. So I hope that is clear. So we want to proceed to the next. So the next timestamp will be at what? At 1 minute time, because now we're doing it as every 30 seconds. And there we are. So our next timestamp will appear at the 1 minute. So I'll just copy this and then put it right here where so I'll copy paste right there, but now make this one to be 1 minute. So that will remain 0. And then this one will be 1 minute. Okay. So this is how to go like that. So then you proceed. So you are here. You proceed like that. The next one will be at the next timestamp will be at 1 minute 30 seconds. And there we are. There we are. So again, at this point, we're gonna copy paste like that. So we're gonna have here so we'll have right here, 1 minute, 30-second time. So team, I don't want to belabor you with the process, but I hope you really understand what this means and how it's done. I've already demonstrated how that is done. Remember that when you finally copy paste this work or export it to your Word document for further formatting, you need to actually bold. Remember to bold all timestamps. Okay, and I'm going to show you that in a while. So assuming that you have done everything, here, and the next thing that I need to indicate, I need to show you is what else did I plan to show you? Oh yeah, I remember. So I've shown you this one. What I've shown you today, I mean just now, is uniform timestamping. And you can see we call it uniform because it has a uniform interval. Okay, it's 30 seconds, so it's an interval every 30 seconds. You indicate a timestamp, as you can see what I've done. Now, the other type of timestamping that I did mention yesterday is an uniform timestamping. So, assuming that we were two people talking, okay, and you are told to do timestamping at speaker change, okay, what it means is that let me just I want to use one example here, just on this same transcript. So let us move this to next, like that. Thank you. So I want to change this person to, let's say Eunice, like that. So you can change. You can, if you want, you can change. But now, assuming that this now people talking, okay? So this timestamp right here, you are going to pull this timestamp and remove it from there. So I'm going to remove it from there. I'm assuming, guys. Remember, we're assuming. And once I remove from there, then I'll just come to tag here and say rename it. But before I rename it, I just go paste like that, okay. And then I should be able to tag it that way, okay. The same to Frederick. So Frederick, the time there is at 0. So I'll just come here, rename this to Frederick, yes, because it's at 0.07 seconds. I'll do some few changes. This is 7 seconds. The remaining ones are at 0, 0, like that. Okay, and that's how it's going to be appearing. So you can see what I've done. So an uniform, as you can see, when Frederick is talking, he talks at 7 seconds, 0.00007 seconds. The next speaker, which was Eunice, is coming at 1 second. 1 minute. Look at that gap, okay? So the next person talking again will come at maybe 30 seconds. So the difference in timing will make it an uniform, all right? So that's how your work is going to look at when to look like when you're doing uniform and an uniform timestamping. Now that is already clear like that, the next thing I want to do is what? I'd made some few notes. Let me check. Okay, so the next thing I think is to export this work. Is there anything I'm forgetting? No. Okay, now we want to export this work. So you have done your level recording and everything. Now you want to export this work. So you simply go and say you are done with editing. So you click done with editing, like that. Okay. And now you now want to, let's say, you want to export. So the export is found here, these 3 dots here. So you click export, then you do export. So export allows you to send it to an email if you have your client, you want to send directly to the email, you are allowed to do so. But this work still requires editing. So I want you to look at the export options you have and what the limitation I talked about means. You can see for TXT, which just a thing notepad, you can export it. But a document, meaning Word or PDF or CRT, you can't, because they require to be on a premium, be a premium member. So these are the limitations I was talking about, limitations that you cannot export. So you have to just export via a TXT, then it will go like that, then it will download itself, then there you have it. But you can see, look at the way it's appearing. So this, you can't do much with this kind of work. So what you do here is to try and copy paste this. I don't know whether it's going to work, but then you go to Word. I don't know whether it comes with the. It doesn't come with your speakers, so meaning that you have to put your speakers yourself. So speakers. So if you copy paste this one, you can just as you rename, you can actually rename by just editing, by just copy pasting all this like that. And then you go to where you have copy pasted your work. So this is what I mean by editing. I meant that you have to pull it from there, then edit your work. Okay. So I'm just about to show you what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do here. So don't have to worry. I'm trying to move them so that you see. Okay, so like that. Now let me just also project this other one quickly before I go to the next example quickly. Time is not on our side. Let me just project this. Where is that? Projecting. Where is the? Sorry. Just give me some minutes. Project. Oh, I have to stop sharing the other one. Oh God. Then project this other one. I think it's this one. Yeah, so guys, look at what I've done. So what I did, I copy pasted. I told you exporting to TXT for those of you who will be using free version will be a very difficult thing to do. So you just copy paste the entire transcript. Once you have edited, you have worked on it, it makes sense to you, you have your speakers and everything else, you just copy paste that work to a Word document. But remember, it does not come with your speaker tags. So you have got to again go and rename speakers by just clicking rename, and then you copy that speaker tag and come and put it on your document at an appropriate place, the way I've done. So you can see I brought in my name, the speaker here is here, right here, and I want to bold it. Remember it has to be bolded, and then I'm talking, so he's talking like that, okay? And then remember, you have to do a number of things again while going through the document in Word. For example, you have to bold all your timestamps must be bolded. I told you already about this. So I'm just doing that. I'm just bolding them now as I go, and I'm bolding them. Where's the other one? There were three. The other one has disappeared. Yeah, but basically, this is what you're going to be doing right here. And then once the work is done here, you just send to your client. Okay? Just send the work to your client. A wonderful job you have done. Client anaenda huko and enjoy. Okay? So guys, that is how live recording works. Now, it does not work differently from the other file one, but let me just again show you that quickly. How to now use a file. Where is that thing? So let me now stop this and show you the other one. So we have done live recording and you have seen how it works. So we want to, so when you are, sometimes the client can tell you to maybe attend a conference for them or go to a class in a line, maybe through WebEx, and they tell you to now transcribe the work, transcribe for them the conversation. That's what you do. You just have your auto.ai on and it picks out everything that's going on. I love then you just edit it. I love them to me. Wonderful job. So we are back here. And we are done with the record. We are done with this functionality. And you can see, initially we had how many minutes? 600 minutes. Now how many do we have? We have only 596 minutes, meaning still a lot. We have only consumed 4 minutes of our time because it only deducts an amount of time equivalent to the length or rather the duration of the file or recording. So our recording was around 4 minutes, and that's what it has deducted. Now let us import a file and see what happens. So you import a file, you click import. Now import a file means that a client has given you a file, and this is the common job you're going to do. There are so many rare, there are so much rare cases of live recording. You don't really encounter them in huge numbers. Okay, those cases are very few. What is so common is actually transcribing files, recorded voices, recorded videos. That is what you're going to be dealing with like on a daily basis. And so you must know how to use the import, because you have to import them. So you have got to, so you have got to download the file that the client has given you, and then you save it somewhere. So once you save it somewhere, then you have to import it, meaning you have to bring it now to the platform. So you can either bring it by dragging, so I can, like mine is this mine, I do it somewhere. So I can just pull it from here and bring it right there, drag it right there. Or I can just browse file, and I bring it from wherever it is. I think it is right here, and I'm able to open it, and then it comes to my Nini. So I've dropped that like that. Okay. So you can see another disadvantage of this basic one. It tells you 0 import left, meaning you can't import today. Maybe you can import tomorrow, but you can see it tells you to upgrade to Pro. So again, you need to think of upgrading to Pro. But for learning purposes, it serves as well. So we go to, so you say done. You say done like that, and you can see it had deducted you how many minutes? 4 minutes again. So it means that our file is 4 minutes. Is 4 minutes in duration, and now it's processing. It's processing that file. You can see what is happening right here. It's simply now doing what? Processing it, and you can see it's processing it. Current transcriber test is processing. Okay. So pay attention to this class, to this practical session, because it's going to be very helpful, either tomorrow or on what is it, Thursday. We're going to do another account, to open an account for called Go Transcript. It should be on tomorrow. It's going to be very important tomorrow, because we're going to open an account, and I'm going to ask you to, because I can only help you for some few tests rather to allow you to go to the next steps in opening the account processes. So there will come a stage where you have to do live transcription. You have to do it yourself and submit for assessment before you are allowed to the platform. So if you don't pay attention to this class, itakuwa ngumu sana for you to actually get in. So we'll try to open 2 accounts tomorrow. Tomorrow we may even have 2 hours, or I'm not so sure, but we may have a number of good time with you. But we'll see what to do. We'll we'll still see what to do. But just know that this is going to come in handy tomorrow. When now you have to now do the transcription and then submit a transcribed file to the platform for them to analyze and then assess and then give you an opportunity to work with them. Now you can see it's ready. So what do? Just click on it. Once you click on it, there it is. Amazing work. Amazing work. Amazing work. Amazing work. Amazing work. You can see we have speaker 1. This time around we have speaker 1. We have speaker 2. And look, we also have another speaker 1 down here, meaning that the platform is able, the tool is able to tell the differences in voices. So it's able to tell that speaker 1 talked for around some few seconds, then speaker 2 came in, then speaker 2 came and talked for a number of minutes, and then speaker 1 came back. Okay, now let's see. So how do you proofread this work? Now, it's no different from what we just did, and therefore I won't spend much of time here because it's the same thing. You just play. So once you play, do you see the difference? Speaker 1 is different from speaker 2, and you can see the difference in voices. So the platform is able to detect the difference. The speaker 1 talked, but the second speaker was not the same as speaker 1. So these are different speaker. So it names it speaker 2, which is really very amazing, an amazing capability of this particular platform. So you listen, just listen to this, and then you make changes. Look at that. Amazing, huh? It's amazing, isn't it? Despite the noises, it's able to transcribe so clearly and so accurately than even, this so good. Eh? You can see that despite the noises, it's able to still bring out clear sentences, clear wordings, and all that. So basically, what we are trying to say is that this particular tool make your work so easy, and you can transcribe as many files as possible in a day as you earn your money. Okay. Wow. Yep. So that is it. I really can't add anything on this. So it goes like that. It transcribes it for you up to the last wording, up to the last word. Up to the last word. It goes like that up to the last word. And all you need to do once you proofread, you do time stamping the way I already indicated. Everything is done perfectly well. You just simply copy paste and then put to your Word document, do further formatting, and then send to your client, and there you got your money. There you get your money. Good work, good rating, and all that. So if you are premium, exporting becomes very easy. You can export to a document, Word, PDF, but now because we are still basic users, we want to be able to do that. Another important feature of this, another important feature of this platform is its ability to give you a summary of keywords. Sometimes clients may ask for you to identify some keywords. So you simply copy these ones and then send to the client. These ones at the top here, keyword summary of keywords. So sometimes we're asked to share those summary of keywords. We identify them in an audio or a conversation. So Otter.ai makes your work easier by summarizing them for you. So you can edit this work the way you want, the way you, according to the transcription guidelines that perhaps have been provided by the client, and then there you are. Now, if you are to remove filler words and sounds, this will go away. You have to remove it. This one here. Remember about types of transcription? So we had full and then clean. So if you are doing clean, then you don't expect voices and sounds in your transcript. So you remove them, and you can only make those changes right here before you pull it, or rather you export it to your Word document ready for sharing to your particular client. So team, that is how this is done. And we have come to the end of today's session with those two practical items well demonstrated. If you have any question, you're free to ask. I know we should be doing the prescribe, but the time is not there, so we'll fix it tomorrow. We are going to have a meeting with as a team at UGM Solutions today and agree on some adjustments that we have to make sure that we cover everything with you guys, because we may need to adjust, and we'll communicate to you any adjustment that you have made today or tomorrow. But whatever happens, we'll make sure that everything is covered. Everything that had been planned will be covered, so there should not be any problem. So we have come to the end of today's session, so I'm going to stop sharing and take questions. Then I'll give Michael a chance. Oh, there's a hand from Anthony. So Anthony, just unmute yourself and talk to me so that I can help you.
Okay, Mr. Dozy.
Yes.
Is timestamping a must in every transcription we make?
Wow, that's good. Okay, that's a good question, Anthony. Now, like I said, timestamping is not a must. Actually, it's normally is a feature that might be needed by a client, but not all the time. Now, you don't have to worry, because usually the instructions normally come very clearly indicated. If they want timestamping, they will tell you in the transcription. I mean in the guidelines. And if they don't want it, they want to mention it. So it's not a must. It depends with the client's preference.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Anthony. Any other question? Oigara, go ahead.
I wanted to ask now, how are you paid? Because after you've transcribed like what you have done, now how is the payment like? What determines payment, and how is it done?
Yeah. Now payment depends with the platforms. For those who are already online workers, you know what I mean. But platforms determine payments, and then your level of specialties. So, like when you get to the platform, you are considered a newbie. You're considered someone who is just still learning, someone who just joined. So your rating and your level of expertise is considered a little bit lower. So again, that determines your payment. So as you grow, the more work you deliver, the more accuracy, they're able to rate your accurate work, they're able to tell that you are developing very important skills in terms of accuracy, speed, and all that. So your rating goes up, and your payment as well also goes up. But basically, the payment is not that bad, because for newbies, I want to see the platform for newbies. And then again, they don't give you long audios to transcribe. Actually, they're just short audios. They can be 5 minutes audios, and they pay maybe $3 to $5 sometimes. But some other platforms pays even over $50, around 5,000 for just a 10 audio transcription. So it depends on the platform, and that's why I'm saying that we are going to reduce some platforms, but also give you a range of platforms where you can go. But as someone who's still learning, the focus right now is not even money. We want you to focus more on developing your skills and be very good, be awesome transcribers, so that when you go to any platform, you can actually support why you are quoting so high and why they should be paying you that much. because you're able to tell them your expertise level, you're able to tell them your experience, you have to even show them your past work. Okay, so payment differ. It's not an exact payment that I would say, but it differs from one platform to another and depends with your level of expertise. Oigara, is that enough, or something you need to clear?
I'm okay, thanks.
Okay. All right. Any other question? Any other question again? Okay. So now there being no other question, allow me to bring in Michael to now perhaps say 1 or 2, and then we close it. So tomorrow we'll expect to start with the Transcribe, and then we open some accounts possibly, and then no, I didn't ask something. Sorry, I didn't answer part of your question. Sorry. You also asked, how do you get payment? Now, payment in any online platform, Oigara, is paid through the online payment methods. We have PayPal, we have Skrill, we have Pioneer, and we have many others that exist. But the most certified one are those 3. So what I'm going to do, and even through Visa. So if you have a bank and the platform allows Visa payment, they pay to your bank directly. So those are the 4 main payment methods that are common, and we use them. So the reason why I've told the class that we are going to have a meeting with back at the at the office with the staff of Zoom is that we need to agree to make some adjustment, because I realize that we need to bring in that training on to take you through how to open those methods of payment and how to own one and how to use them. So don't worry, we're going to show you how that is done, but those are the methods we're going to be using to pay. So those payment methods, usually once you open them, you connect them to your bank. You connect them to Cooperative, KCB, Equity, whichever bank you are in. So once you open a PayPal account, you connect to a bank. If it's a Pioneer, you connect the same Pioneer to your bank, so that when you receive money from your client, from the platform, you're able to transfer that money to your bank. It takes some maybe hours or days, maybe 1 or 2 days, but the money will always finally land in your account and just go and withdraw. Oigara, that's okay?
Yes, that's okay. Thank you.
All right, so. Okay, so we'll have a special tomorrow, and then we go do an account or 2, and then on Friday we could bring in maybe a payment method or something like that. But we're hoping that by Friday we should be able to cover everything. But should we not be able to cover, we'll still make some recap for the team. So Michael, if you're there, you can now. I think I've taken all the questions. There are no questions. You can come in. So back to you. But for me, I'm done.
Thank you, Doc. I don't think I have anything else to add. Just to thank the guys for showing up today. I hope the session was interactive and they have learned a lot. So we'll just proceed as you have stated. And in case of if any of the members are having any questions, maybe they can share in the group, then we'll also be tackling them. So what I can again urge them is they just don't leave it at this also. They should practice on their own and face those challenges and ask questions. Yeah. So thank you all for attending, and see you next time.
Okay, thank you, Mike. So team, just the way Mike has said, just like Mike has said, and I think also said it yesterday, that we may just give you the basic. You need to go and do a lot of practice on your own. For example, what I've just done right now, I expect you to go and go and interact with that platform yourself. Try to do those things yourself. Try to master, really be the master in this particular industry by doing a lot of practice. That's how you're going to make a breakthrough as a transcriber in the profession. Otherwise, I want to wish you a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for showing up today for the class. And to urge you that continue showing up. Don't miss any of these classes, at least until Friday, so that you can gain the most out of it. Thank you and goodbye. You may leave at your own pleasure.